My name's Alex Dunn. Today we're going to be featuring a wine from the United States. The wine in question is the 2010 Eroica. It's from the Columbia Valley in Washington State in the US, so right up there in the northwest corner, just below Canada. And yeah, it's not often over here in the UK that you get Rieslings from up in Washington State, but it's certainly one of the, along with the New York Finger Lakes, Washington State is one of the top regions for growing Riesling in the US. So when we do find them over here in the UK, it's always interesting to see what they're like. Anyway, as I said, 2010 Eroica Riesling. Let's get this one in the glass. Okay, first let's see what we can pick up on the beak. Okay, clean, crisp, a little bit restrained. It's not overly aromatic, but just in the bottle, so let's give it another go. Okay, yeah, getting a little bit more, some citrus, but also some stone fruit, a little bit of peach, almost like a sort of Satsuma, mandarin type peel, a little bitter, but at the same time sort of nice aroma of sweetness. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, really interesting. Definitely getting more of that mandarin on the palate. So often Rieslings, especially from Australia, but often from the US as well, very, very citrus driven, quite limey and lemony. This is rounder. It's got a sort of sweetness, a sharp sweetness to it, like you'd find in a sort of an orange or a mandarin. I really like that. It's dry, bone dry, but at the end you're left with a really nice mouthful of fruit. Definitely also getting some peach. I mean, these Rieslings from this area of the States, Washington State, are known for their sort of white peach and apricot flavour. And this is really coming through together with that mandarin. It's a really lovely style, and actually it's a really interesting wine because it's made by two real heavyweights in the world of wine, and Riesling in particular. So on the one hand you've got the winemaker from Chateau Saint Michel, which is the largest producer of Riesling in the States. And then on the other hand, in collaboration, he's working together with Ernie Lusen, who is one of Germany's finest producers of Rieslings, a real character, and a top winemaker. So what they've tried to do, they've tried to come together to have a new world site, so these grapes being grown in Washington State in the US, but also bringing some of those German old winemaking traditions, to try and marry the two, old and new, and to create this wine. And I really like it. It's taken from a number of different vineyards, so sometimes you get single vineyard wines, so the grapes will just come from one vineyard, and sometimes winemakers will take select grapes from a number of different vineyards and then blend them together to create a final wine, which we've got here. And what I like about this wine, and why I think the blend of different vineyard sites works here, is, to me, it's quite representative of the area. It's quite representative of Washington State. If you haven't tried a Washington State Riesling before, but you'd like to, and you like the idea of quite a round, fruity, white peach and mandarin style of wine, dry, good with food, then I think this wine, is one that you'd really enjoy. And I recommend you give it a go. So let me know how you get on. Cheers.